Good morning, everybody. We are going to run through a new element of the patient care refusal process. This will mostly be a refresher for some of these steps as far as using the checklist and getting the signatures. I will walk you through very quickly on how we are going to obtain the recording for these now. After some consultation with our medical director, Dr. Gabi, plain and simply, we need to have something in this process that will give the patient's voice and our recorded statement just to give us another layer of protection whenever it comes to patients that are refusing where we think we may need to have them go to the hospital. So what this will look like, checklist is the same. We're going to start with the checklist. For those of you that don't remember what that looks like, we'll open it up real quick. And this is a test call that I have built for the fire station here. We have the three options that were formerly on the paper form. And then we have all the questions. Alert and oriented, do they have coherent speech? Are they having any hallucinations? Danger to themselves or others? And then do they understand everything? We have to complete this check sheet very, very quickly. And then once we are done with that checklist, we move on to the signatures, which is here. Next step is going to be obtaining your signatures. And I've got some that we can queue up. Obviously, we need to hit that medical refusal button and it generates 3. We have the patient that has to sign, we have the primary care provider, and then a witness. If you have law enforcement on scene or potentially a family member, we need to get in the habit of the last ditch effort for a witness is going to be another fire department employee. So if we're at the scene of a crash, let's try to get law enforcement to do that for us. Let's get a patient's family member to help us. And like I said, if we need to use if we need to use fire department personnel, let's try to make that a last ditch effort. Each one of these people, let's go with primary care provider, can be me on this one. And just for the sake of the demo, let's make this CPD officer. And then each person will have to sign this. That way everybody understands what the patient is signing. Give the best quality signature that you can. I'm just trying to get through the process to keep this video short and concise. Every single one of these requires a signature though. Primary care provider will require a signature and the witness will also require a signature. What is the new step? The new step is adding the recording, and I will get as close to a demo as I possibly can, but this video already has my microphone tied up for this machine. We will click attachments. We will go to add new, and then we're going to go to the microphone here. You have these 4 options. You have record, pause, stop, and save. When you hit the record button on the iPads that we're going to have on the rigs, which is the ones you're using now, it's going to ask if it wants you to access the microphone. You will have to click yes. The word recording will pop up in this bar right here. If that doesn't pop up, you are not recording, but once it does, you will have the prompt cards in the truck to read this statement. You will start with your name and rank. This is Chief Gately with Central Fire Department. Can I please have the patient state their name and date of birth? It'll be, test patient 11 of 01. If it is a minor, you will have to have the parent or their legal guardian do that as well. Then you will state the following. Central Fire Department personnel have offered you the option for ambulance transport to a hospital emergency room. You refuse transport by an ambulance to a hospital emergency room at this time. You assume responsibility for your own medical treatment. You have been advised to seek the attention of a physician. You release Central Fire Department personnel from any liability resulting from your refusal of ambulance transport. Then you'll ask the patient or whoever their representative is, do you understand the statement that I just read to you? They'll say yes or no. And then you will ask if that is still their desire to refuse. After you are done with that recording, you will hit stop here, and then you will hit save there, and it'll give you a message here that says uploading, and then it'll pop up in that line right there. And then you are done. All of that should be attached to the report, and that is the process that we are going to have to follow from now on for getting patient care refusals on scene. As always, please reach out if you guys have any questions. I'm going to leave this test call built for 31 up. That way you can go in and practice as many times as you'd like. And just reach out if you have any questions or thoughts.